Hello and welcome to this week's video. We're going to do a pond update. We've had several fish die off actually, and so we're going to see if we can figure out how many might be left in the pond. Since our last pond update video, we've added some aeration that's below the surface. There's these little air stones. They're sitting on the bottom actually, and they're making these bubbles that you can see on the surface. So basically it's a little air pump, and it pumps air down these tubes into the water into these air stones, and it just makes a bunch of bubbles. That's supposed to mix up the water and help aerate the pond, oxygenate everything, and yeah, it's supposed to make it better for the fish. Unfortunately, whenever we added that extra aeration to the pond, we all of a sudden had several fish die off in the next day or two. So we're really wondering just how many fish are left in the pond. I don't think it was all of them that died off. In fact, we know it's not all of them because here and there we've still seen some, but we did have quite a few die off after adding that aeration. But everything that we know and everything that we've read online suggests that the extra aeration is good for the pond. So what happens in a pond is the, I don't know, bad water, the waste and different things sink to the bottom. And when you add aeration like that, it kind of stirs everything up and mixes it up. So there might be some gases that were along the bottom that now are getting mixed throughout the pond. And while that initial mixing is going on, it can be deadly to the fish, and you can have a fish kill. That's what I seem to understand, at least from the things we've read online. We haven't had any major algae problems or anything like that, so I'm not sure what else it could be. From what else I've read is that it seems like once that all that mixing is done and the gases on the bottom are released, that it becomes habitable for fish once again. So we think what we're going to do is what we've done before, throw a GoPro in there, see if we can see some fish, and hopefully that'll answer some questions that we have. How many fish are left? You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't all die, because we have seen more fish in there, right?
Yeah.
You've seen them, I've seen them. We're still feeding them. That should be fine. All right, you want to go get the GoPro and tie it onto the fishing pole?
Sure.
Another issue that we have had, as you can see, this pipe, this is our secondary overflow, but it is sticking up out of the water less than 18 inches, somewhere between a foot, foot and a half. So the pond level is down anywhere from a foot to foot and a half, and that concentrates everything down a little more, and maybe contributes some to, I don't know. We're not professionals at this, so we're just some people that have a tiny pond in our on our property. So yeah, tying on the GoPro.
Yep.
Yeah, our little aerator that we have is solar powered, and I like that because it can run all day long and oxygenate the water, and it doesn't cost me anything additional. So I like that. It's surprising, this tiny little solar panel, and right now there's no sun shining on it. It's not very bright, but it's making bubbles just the same, and it seems to be working just fine. And the pump is underneath this little bucket. I don't know if it can be rained on or not. It doesn't say if it can be outside or not. There was nothing in any instructions that said it can be out in all weather or whatever, so we're like, we'll just cover it with an old bucket just in case. Well, enough talking. Let's get the camera underwater. Gonna be our camera operator.
Yep.
do a little camera fishing. I thought I'll comment on the water level being down about 1.5 feet. It's not a leak or anything like that. It's actually been very hot out. We've had a lot of evaporation. In addition to that, our spring that usually feeds the little pond is not running. See, our waterfall is right there. There's no water falling off of the waterfall. So there is a spring that comes out of the hillside, and we have that there to make a sort of a waterfall. Anyway, that splashes and helps aerate the water as well. And that spring is not running because it's hot enough to stop running, which does happen throughout the year. That spring will stop running. So it's kind of sporadic when it's really hot outside. And then we get this evaporation yet, and the pond level goes down. So it's not ideal. Well, there we have it. I'm not really sure how conclusive that was. Yeah, there's definitely a lot less fish in here than what there were. We do know that there are some. We have seen them. They do come up to feed. We've seen them feeding. So yeah, there definitely are. But it's definitely a lot less than what we had originally. Well, if you've enjoyed this video or found it useful, please hit like and subscribe. Check out our channel. Check out our website. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.
Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every week, every Friday morning. And if you'd like to receive notifications when we do upload the next video, hit that notification bell. And check out our channel. We have several videos just like this one or very similar. We do various things including hiking, biking, boating, fishing, builds of various kinds, mostly outdoor activities. Some homesteading is thrown in there as well. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.